Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel Blog Tech. Today we will learn about the super global variable of the PHP that is called the dollar sign session. Now, what is session and why we use the session? Basically, the dollar sign session is used when we uh, design or develop our e-commerce store. Then we use the dollar sign session because our add to cart function is developed by the help of dollar sign session. Now, first we will learn about what is the session. The dollar sign session is super global variable, and it is used actually to store the information from one page and used it on different pages. Means that if we store our variable in this page, that is the for loop.php, then we also use this variable in test.php. For example, if I say that let us we I make it in comment, and I give you a simple short example. For example, we have dollar sign x and I say that dollar sign x is equal to 5, and I stored it into dollar sign session, that is our super global variable session. And now I give the name, and I say that my session name is that store, and I store the dollar sign x on this. Now the dollar sign session, my dollar sign session has store the value of dollar sign x that is equal to 5. But for using the dollar sign session, we must start our session. For starting the session, we always use the session start function of the PHP, and we always initiate this function at the start of the PHP, always at the start of our HTML document or at the PHP. So at this we start our session start, and this is our session start function. It start our session, and now our super global variable session has the value of dollar sign x. We save it, and now we go to our next page. This is my test.php. Now we access the dollar sign session store session in this file. First of all, as we start our session, and for starting session start session, and here I, for example, dollar sign y is equal to, and I copy and paste, store it. Now simple, echo the dollar sign y. Now our dollar sign y give us the result of dollar sign x, then that is equal to the 5. Now we go to our Chrome and check the result of this. First we make it save, and save it and go to our browser. Here I already open my file, that is localhost instance and totes. And here is my for loop. First we open the for loop.php file where we start initiate our session, because first we store the value of x on our store session. That's why I open the for, first of all, for loop. It give us the no result. Go back to this, and now I open the test. Now our value is stored into the session, and now we'll get this value in our new file, that is the test.php. This is my test.php, and if I make it, this is, that is dollar sign 5, and here is the value of x is dollar sign 5. In this way we store the anything, any array, any data of you that you want to use in the next page, you can store in the session variable. This is a very short and understandable example of the session, and you can use it for anything to store. For example, you can use for storing array, any type of data, number, strings, and use it into the second page. And the dollar sign session we used into the, basically when we used when we want to make the function of the add to cart, because when we cart add a different thing. For example, we want to add to cart the product like anything like just like car, and we add to cart the car, and then we want that this car should not remove when we add an other product. That's why we store the previous one in our session. In this way, our session variable is var. You can store anything in this and use it into multiple files. You can also use this $sign session into the multiple file, mean that test.php. If you have different more files, then you can use also this in these files. So thank you so much. This is the simple and short understandable lecture of the $sign session. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.